Hey guys, I'm back with another speed build. This is a much larger speed build. Huge house. I think it ends up being 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, possibly 4 bathrooms. I can't quite remember. I'll have to look back. Most likely 4 now that I think about it. So it turned out to be a huge house. It sleeps, I think, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 Sims. Because two of the bedrooms are twin bedrooms, so I've got 2 beds in there. I don't know why I love making twin bedrooms. This house was such a challenge for me just because of how big it was. I don't normally go this big with builds, and when I do, it's like, I don't know, it takes me forever. I think this took me like, I just split it up into 4 different days. I think the total footage normal speed was something like 4 hours altogether, which isn't all that bad. But it's a lot of time and a lot of like reconfiguring. As you guys know, I'm like all over the place when it comes to walls and like placing stuff. You'll notice that I place things from one room and then I go to another room and I find something that I want to put back in the other room. So it's a lot of back and forth. So this house was based on a design that I saw in real life, and there are some, after doing the final fly-through, I realized that there were some issues. I do go back and change some of them. I'll tell you about them when we do the fly-through. Like stairs need railings and stuff, and I go back and I do that, and it's on the gallery now, and it has all its corrections, so hopefully it's okay. If you see anything, you guys can fix it yourselves if there's anything that you want to change. My favorite part of this house, like my absolute favorite part, is the master bedroom. If I could just live in that bedroom, the world would be a better place. I would probably never leave. If I just put a mini fridge in there, I could honestly stay there forever. It's massive, but it's so beautiful. It's my favorite room. It's the one that I spent probably the most time on. Maybe the kitchen. The kitchen took me a long time, but I love the master bedroom. So nice. So I'm sorry for the lack of videos. It's been a hectic week here. I've been dealing with final papers and getting ready for finals week. I don't have any in-class finals, or like I don't have to go to school and write a final. I have a take-home final, and then I have a final presentation during final exam period. So it's been a lot of like, and plus it's the holidays, or the holidays are coming up, so it's a lot of craziness. I'm doing my Christmas baking tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm putting up the lights on my house, but the next day, on Monday, I am doing Christmas baking, which I am so excited for. We do it every year, and every year I'm always so excited for it. We do like, I can never get through a Christmas baking day without getting angry. Something always goes wrong, and I think that's what makes it like so awesome, is because I know that sounds so weird, but I know something's gonna go wrong, and it's just like you get so frustrated, but in the end all your baking's done, and like it smells so good inside. So, and then I usually do at nighttime, after the whole day is gone, I do my gingerbread houses. And this year, the store stepped up a game, because hell no, I do not bake my own gingerbread. I ain't got time for that shit. But the store put up, what am I trying to say? The store stepped up their game. That's what I'm trying to say. Stepped up their game and actually made a gingerbread village. Yes, a gingerbread village. Oh my god, I am so excited to make those and to do that. I'm just excited for the holidays. Christmas is my favorite holiday ever at all. I don't know, I guess because we don't really celebrate. I mean, we celebrate Thanksgiving, and being Canadian, our Thanksgiving is in October. And then I'm not a huge fan of Halloween. It's not really my thing. I've gone out maybe like twice in my life for Halloween. I used to go trick-or-treating, of course, when I was a kid, but as for like going to parties, costume parties, I've only been to 2. They're just not really my thing. Halloween's just not like, I never really dressed up for school or anything. It just, I don't know. I like the free candy, but that's about it. And I like the deals that you get on candy the day after Halloween. But yeah, and then we do Easter, but it's not a huge deal in my family. And I think I don't celebrate Valentine's Day, whether I'm in a relationship or not. I think I've celebrated it once. I think I've only ever been in a relationship on Valentine's Day once. And that wasn't really a celebration. It was just like, oh, it's Valentine's Day. Yay. Like, woohoo. More chocolate. But it's never a big deal to me. Yeah, so Christmas is our biggest holiday here. I love putting up my tree, which I'm getting on Friday, and getting stuff for my dog because we do a stocking for him, and I really want to do gifts for him, but I don't think he'll know how to open them. So I think Christmas was super exciting when I was a kid because, of course, you get presents. Let's be honest, guys, it's not about family when you're a kid. It's all about the goods. But then when you get older, when you're in between a weird phase, like you're in that phase of you're in high school and you don't, or maybe you're in early college and you don't get like, you get more clothes and you do like those exciting toys because you're not really into toys. And I never really got many electronics. I did get an iMac one Christmas when I was in high school. I think I was 15 when I got that. Maybe I was 14. I can't remember. I still have it. I'm looking right at it. It's literally right beside me. I just can't remember when I got it. But then you get older and it's kind of like you already have all the things you need, or if you want something, you go out and buy it. So it's not like the same. But then you get old enough to where you start actually buying people gifts. And I do my mom's gifts for her, so I stuff her stocking and I like buy her Santa gifts and stuff. And it's a lot more fun when you become that person and like you get to see all the things that you put so much thought and effort into. And I remember one year I spent so much money, and I've learned over the years not to spend that much money because they're gonna like the gifts either way. And it's one of my favorite things. My mom always asks me, like, why do you spend so much money? Why do you do this? I'm like, because I enjoy it. Like, I thoroughly enjoy the process of going out and buying gifts. I'm not a big fan of the mall, though, so I'm, like, more of an online shopper. But I do enjoy the process of wrapping gifts. That is my jam. My mom makes me wrap all of my brother's gifts from her and all of my grandparents' gifts from her. And I love it. I can't get enough of wrapping. It's, like, my favorite thing. So Christmas is my favorite holiday. My mom finally this year is getting into like the whole holiday spirit, which is great because I don't feel as crazy. My best friend is also severely into Christmas, which is great because like one of my friends doesn't celebrate it, so like she just thinks I'm crazy because I'm all for it. But my other friend is like, yes, I love Christmas, and we're both just insane. So anyway, super busy time. Hopefully I have more time to record videos once I go on break from school. This is my last week of going to classes, and then I have one presentation and then a at-home final, and then I am done. I still have to work, of course, but like as far as that goes, I'll have so much more time. I'm also super, super excited because I just ordered yesterday for Black Friday. I just ordered my PC, my gaming PC. I built it. I'm having the company that I ordered it from build it for me, but I like picked the parts and they're gonna build it just because I don't have the time or energy to build a PC, which is great because my laptop here is just dying a slow, painful death. It barely does anything. It's really hard. I'm surprised it's even letting me record this. I did do this build like a couple weeks ago, and ever since I've been trying to do videos, it's just been like, nope, I'm not working. Nope, get out of here, leave. I'm so excited for that. That's why I haven't started any Let's Plays of anything, because I don't want to start on this computer and then go to another computer and not be able to transfer my files. So hopefully it'll come next week, and then I can start doing some Let's Plays. I have a great idea for a Sims Let's Play. I really want to play 7 Days to Die, because I love that game. Guys, this is going to date me a bit, and it might date you if you know what I'm talking about. Okay. Have you guys ever heard of Age of Empires? It was like the biggest game when I was a kid. I loved it. It was my favorite game. It was my brother's favorite game for a while, and I just noticed that they had it on Steam. They had Age of Empires 3 on sale for like $8. I'm like, duh, I'm absolutely gonna get that. So I bought it, and I hope to do a video on that because I love Age of Empires. It's one of my favorite games from when I was a kid. I forget how to play altogether. So, yeah. So hopefully that all comes together well. Hopefully I built it okay. I'm still a little like, I'm still new when it comes to building PCs. So hopefully it seems okay from the research that I did. It seems, it'll run. I'm sure it'll turn on. Like, I consider it a win if it even turns on. The people at the store, they test it and all of that. I paid $50 for them to build it and test it and make sure it all works. So they'll contact me when it's done and I can go pick it up and then set it up, and I'm so excited. I gotta clean off my desk because there's just shit everywhere. It's literally, I don't know if any of you are in university or even if you have to write term papers in high school. I never had to write term papers in high school like I do in university, but I literally have a pile of just like journal articles and a bunch of books. I don't have as many books because I took them back to the library because I was done with papers, but it's just like all over the place of like sticky notes to remember what I'm saying and like papers everywhere, and it's just a huge mess all over my desk. It's crazy. Term paper time for me is insane because I'm the biggest procrastinator you'll ever meet. So I wait until the last minute to do anything, and then it's just scattered everywhere. This term has been so hard on me. I don't know what it is. It seems to be that way for everybody that I know in university. It's just been, maybe because it's my second to last term and I'm like freaking out because I'm going to graduate next year. But like it's just been, I feel like there's so much more work. And I feel like I'm getting such better grades, which is great, but I'm just like pulling my hair out because I just can't stand it anymore. I just want it to be done, and I want it to be Christmas vacation so bad. So I am excited for next semester because it is my last, and I've got some interesting courses, and I finally got my last semester, guys. I finally got a good registration date. It only took 5 years for me to get a good registration date. Great. Good on you, university. You know, it goes by program because we have such a large nursing program at my school, and the nursing practicum people they get in first, and then it goes by your GPA and your year. So I'm a fourth year. I've got a pretty decent GPA, and so I was like the second day I think of registration. It opened on the 14th, and I was the 17th. So I was 3 days in, and I got into my classes no problem. And my friend, she tried to register for classes the next day, literally like not even 24 hours later, and she couldn't get into the classes that I got into because I filled up. So I'm just going to explain what I'm doing here really quick. You saw just a second ago that I was trying to make a pantry. Little did I know, I found out, first I found these shelves, which I was like, oh yeah, sure, these will work perfectly fine. I didn't know that they actually had pantry shelves like already made. I figured that out, don't worry guys, I get it. I think it's during this where I'm like, oh, what's this? Oh, they already made a pantry shelf. Great. Good going. This is what I mean. I just like, I have this envision, and I always think that the Sims never has what I actually want. And then so I make it myself, and then I go back to the clutter items, and I'm just like, oh, okay, they have that for me already built, and I don't have to do anything. Okay, great, good job me. I think it's just because I'm so tired from doing all of the schoolwork. University's hard, man, and I don't think high school ever prepared me for that. Although I didn't really go to high school. I mean, I did. Obviously, I graduated, but I didn't. Grade 8, because where I'm from, there's no middle school, or at least not in my district. There was no middle school, and it's not really a big thing here. I actually live right now by a middle school, and I was shocked that that even existed. So for my high school, it's grade 8, grade 9, grade 10, grade 11, grade 12. So you got 5 years in high school, which sucks. So grade 8 was fine. Grade 8, I was a pretty decent student. I was still pulling like B's and C pluses. I was never really I was never really drawn to anything. So I was also a French immersion student, so it was a little bit harder. Grade 9 was when I started to not go to class anymore. I just I would skip classes and go to different rooms. Usually I'd hang out in the drama room. Fun fact, if you want to know a fun fact about me, and this should make yourself feel a lot better about yourself, I failed grade 9 woodshop. I straight out failed. I hardly ever went to that class, and when I did, it was just to get my attendance mark, and then I usually leave. We were supposed to have 3 projects. We were supposed to have a gumball machine. No, gumball machine was grade 8. We were supposed to have 2 projects. A box, so a jewelry box or whatever, and a little what do you call them? They're little cars that you make go. They're soapbox cars, I think they are, but they're miniature versions. So this is how good I did, guys. I made my box. It looked pristine. But I stopped about halfway through, and I have a box that doesn't open. It's literally just a box of wood. I mean, it looks really nice. And then I didn't do the race car thing, but I did, and this pissed my teacher off a lot, and I was known for pissing teachers off. Me and my older brother are known for that. My wood teacher hated me because he hated my brother. That was a theme in this school. So we were supposed to draw our plans, and it was the last day, and if you see me saving, it's just because I ended that day and picked up another day. And here I come in and I say, I absolutely hate this wallpaper, and I change it. Anyway, so see, I'm so scatterbrained. So the last day of class, I decided to hand in my plans, just the plans for the car, and he lost his shit. He's like, well, what the fuck are you handing these in now for? And I was like, meh. My friends dared me to do it. They're like, yeah, go hand it in, see what he says. And I was like, okay, I'm already failing. So I failed woodshop 9. Half of grade 10, I went to the same school, and then on Christmas break, I went on Christmas break, and I never went back. A lot of people were really confused, including my friends, and I was just like, this school sucks, and everybody agrees now that they've graduated. The school was absolutely terrible. It was the worst school. It had the worst teachers. It wasn't doing anything for me. I used to blame it all on my friends, and me and my best friend got into a really bad fight where we didn't talk for 2 years, but I always blamed it on her. I was like, you're the reason I left, like, blah, blah. It was not her fault, and I explained that to her later in life. It was not her fault. It was my fault. I just didn't want to be there. It was, like, not my style of learning. So I ended up doing online school from half of grade 10 through to grade 12. And a lot of people ask me, especially younger people, are like, oh, I really want to do that. That sounds like so much fun. And you're right. I didn't get up at 8 a.m. to go to school. I usually slept in until about 10 with my mother frantically calling me, telling me to get my ass out of bed. But I will tell you something. It is not for everyone. Because my friend tried it. I was supposed to say my best friend. She's not my best friend. My friend tried it, and she didn't do well. She didn't succeed. She didn't pass. She put it off for so long. My brother tried it, and he didn't do it. It's not for everyone. It's really like a self-discipline thing. And I didn't do my assignments on a schedule. It was usually pushed to the last minute, but that's how I work. It was just self-discipline. It would mean that 1 2-day weekend I would end up spending all on homework because I pushed it off for so long. So if people are looking to do online schooling, I would say you really have to evaluate what you're thinking you're getting out of this. Is it because you want to stay home and you don't want to go to school? It's really hard because I went through a phase of really bad social anxiety and really bad depression, and so it was sort of just like I wasn't getting. Okay, this bathroom, by the way, it takes way too long to figure out. It's a good solid 5 minutes, so brace yourself. I wasn't getting I don't know, the stimulant. I don't know. I wasn't getting it. I wasn't getting anything. For the first semester of grade 10, I ended up failing math with about 36%, and the teachers didn't care about me, and I didn't care about the teachers. It took a lot of convincing for my mom. She was terrified that I wasn't going to graduate high school, but I did, and I ended up on the honor roll once. That was all you're ever going to get, Mom. You're only ever going to get one honor roll. And I graduated on time. I went to college. I started at I'm telling you my life story now. I started at a small community college. It wasn't really a community. It's actually a pretty big college, but it's only for 2 year degrees. So I ended up with a 2-year associate's degree in history, and then I transferred to a university, and I'm completing my 4-year degree in history. So yeah, so there's my school story. So it's that high school, I know for a fact, because I know the people that graduated there, didn't prepare anybody for university. Their teachers there were absolutely horrible, and you can ask anybody that went there, and they would tell you the same thing. They didn't prepare you. What prepared me more was online schooling, because I ended up learning how to self-discipline. You know what teachers or professors don't do in university is they don't baby you. You don't get your shit done on time, whatever. It's your grade point average that's going to go down. And I know a lot of people that struggled with that, because in high school they literally follow you down the hallway until you hand in an assignment. It's not the reality in college. These professors get paid a lot of money not to care about you. You are just a number. Unless you're like me and I go to a smaller university, so I'm definitely not a number. I'm mostly just a last name, because I can never remember my first name. I don't know why. So yeah. So if you're thinking about university and you feel bad about starting at a community college, don't. Man, those smaller classrooms are what really prepare you for the big university. I don't do lecture halls anyway, but if you were to, I feel like a small community college is where you should start. That's where I started, and look at me, I'm perfect. I'm perfectly normal. Sometimes. I got a good grade point average. I'm getting really good grades in my last 2 semesters, hopefully my last semester. We'll see. I know the professors that I have next semester are not going to be my friends. So that's my school story. Sorry to fill you all in. I thought I'd take this time instead of telling you what I'm doing in the build, because you can clearly see what I'm doing. Take these times to just sort of talk about myself and be a little selfish and tell you all about my life stories, because I know when I watch videos like this and people talk about their life stories, I think, oh my god, I'm just like you, and it makes me feel so normal. Because growing up, I never felt normal. I always felt like such an outcast. And I think outcast is the new normal, which is perfect. But yeah, so hopefully that resonates with some of you. And if you're feeling lost and confused in high school, so is everybody else. Even that pretty girl who has all the friends who you think has it all together, I promise you she does not. And she is just as lost and is just as confused as you are. And even if she does have it all together, by the time she gets to university or college, she's not going to have it all together. Her world is going to come crashing down, and she's not going to realize it. So don't you ever feel bad about feeling lost and confused in any situation, actually. I was about to say university. That's true, because I am still lost and confused, and I'm in university. I have no idea what I'm going to do when I graduate. Everybody keeps asking me that. I really just want to tell them to shut the fuck up, because it's like, I can't tell you. I cannot tell you what I want to do when I graduate. I don't know. I haven't gotten that far. I've never traveled outside of North America, so please just leave me alone for 2 years. I'll come back and let you know where I've been, what I've done. I know what I don't want to do, I don't want to do what I see so many people doing and getting into this rut of doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. And I absolutely hate seeing that, because I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that person that just is in a rut. I want to do something exciting and fun. So hopefully one day I'll figure out what I want to do with my life. But as for right now, it's one of the things about the holidays I don't like, because all of my extended family comes in and they're always like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, I don't know. Live, breathe, pay off my bills, like, I don't know, get a job. And they're always shocked by that. It's like a huge phenomenon with them. You want to just get a job? Yeah, I'm sorry, isn't that what you're supposed to do? No, but like, aren't you going to go into your field? And I'm like, girl, I'm a history major. My field is very limited. I didn't become a history major so I can go out and be a historian, although that would be pretty sick. But very few and far between, unless you do freelance work, which is a little bit harder to grasp. I wouldn't mind, because it involves a lot of traveling, which I love. But all in all, history is probably not where I'm going to end up. But people seem to be shocked by this phenomenon. What is... Okay, I don't know why my game froze. I don't think it froze. I think I just started doing something else. Yeah, so they're always shocked, and they always give me these blank looks like, oh yeah, just get a job. I'm like, yeah, that thing that gives you a paycheck every week where you can go out and spend money. So, I don't know. I just... maybe one day I'll figure it out. I probably will never figure it all out. Just don't ever feel bad if you don't have it all figured out by the time you're 22. And I used to freak out. I was the biggest, I used to plan out my life so bad, and I thought by the time I was 25 I would be married and have 3 children. And now I don't even think I want kids. So it's you go through a lot of personal changes throughout all of your life. So don't feel bad if you're not the person you thought you'd be when you were 14. Everybody goes through that. So, to you guys watch the Gilmore Girls reunion. I'm not going to spoil anything if you guys haven't watched it yet, but I watched it last night, and oh my god, that ending though. And I know that Amy Sherman Palladino, the writer of Gilmore Girls, wanted it to be that way, and those were her final words, and she wanted it to end that way, but I'm like, what the fuck are we supposed to do with that? Like, how are we supposed to process? I got more closure from the ending of the worst season ever, season 7, than I did from that ending. I was very happy for it to come back, because I was like, oh my god, all my favorite characters are here. But I was just, like, so shocked by that ending, and I was like, I want more. Please tell me this is, like, a way of you saying you're gonna bring me more. I don't think so. I think that's just really where she wanted to end it, which sucks. So, that's fun. I now have to find a new Netflix series. Any recommendations? Because I've been, let's see, I rewatched all the Vampire Diaries because it's ending this season and I wanted to catch up so I could watch it. Just because I, say good farewell, even though it ended for me when Elena left, but, whatever. And what else have I watched? I have some recommendations for you that are not on Netflix. So One Tree Hill is one of them. If you watch that, shout out to you because it is one of my favorite series. Next favorite series is Beverly Hills 90210. Not the bullshit, not the new version, the old version, the original, the OG. So much better than the new version. I watched the new version. It was okay. It just wasn't 90210. It wasn't the same. And what other? Grey's Anatomy is another good one. I gotta catch up on my Grey's because I haven't watched much of the season. I kind of find it like you're in season 13. It's time to end it. It's just like so many deaths and so many heartbreaks, and I'm just like, just end it, guys. Just cut the ties. I feel like Shonda Rhimes just really wants that bank now. Like she's just like, yeah, this still does well. Let's just screw the fans. So I am putting in a rock collage here, a beautiful rock collage. I discovered rocks in my previous build, and so now you're gonna see them everywhere. Because I'm just like, yeah, rocks. I know how to use them. I don't. I'm fairly certain I did those rocks just because I was working in my backyard. I had to place all these rocks because our drainage system sucks. We have to get a new drainage system. So I was placing all these drain rocks, which help to drain the rain. But it rains, I think in the past 50 days, it's rained 45 out of them. Welcome to Rain Cooper. That's what we call it. It's shitty, and it was so bad today. It flooded one of the roads that I take home. So that's fun. So I think I did that in my yard, and then I came and built. So that was that. So yes, TV shows. If you have any recommendations, please let me know, because I would love to start those on my Christmas holidays. Start Netflix and chill with my dog, who has no expectations other than cuddling, and literally just chilling and watching Netflix. So that's always fun. Favorite part of Christmas vacation is just unwinding. I keep saying that because they're like, oh my god, we get it, you're tired, so am I. But just embrace it with me. Embrace that feeling of you're almost done. Whether you're in high school or elementary school. If you're in elementary school, you probably shouldn't be watching me, but just if you're one of those elementary school kids or middle school or anything, and you're just like, yeah, I'm so ready to be done. We can celebrate together. We're so close. I feel like if somebody comes back to this video in February, they're gonna be like, I hate you because now it's over and I'm back in school and I hate everything about you. And I know I will be one of those people who absolutely hates being back in school. Alright, so here, we're done. Look at this. I talked through the whole thing. Not surprising. Everybody tells me I talk too much. So we're gonna do a fly through. Like I say, I fixed some of the issues once I noticed through the fly through. I'm like, ugh, Janelle, you just fucked up again. So anyway, I really like this entrance. I don't like my entrances to be too grand because I feel like they end up looking so empty. So this dining room is really nice. I really like the way it turned out. This living room is so simple and yet so elegant. And honestly, where can I buy this house? Because that's how I feel about this house. It's like, I thoroughly enjoy this house. I thought the kitchen turned out well. Like I said, this is modeled after a house that I found in real life. And the kitchen was pretty similar, so I'm happy with the way that it turned out. And that little breakfast nook. And look, guys, my pantry with my pre-made pantry shelves, so on point. And then the bathroom over here, which is just a guest / downstairs bathroom. I always put in lots of bathrooms in my builds unless I'm doing like a budgeted build. But I just find that in the morning when you're trying to get like your Sims out to school and stuff, you can never have too many bathrooms. So I always put in a plentiful of bathrooms. Usually every room gets a bathroom or a shared bathroom. So here I made this into a nice little art studio because I had this room down here. Didn't really know what I wanted to do with it. Thought art studio, that's cool, that's good. And then I'm just showing you the outside deck and be like, look what I built, outside deck, yay. And then I think we go, no, oh, yes, my room. Oh, I just love this room. Oh my god, if somebody could just build it for me in real life. Like, just give me this room. So, like, could you imagine if I put a mini fridge in this room? I'm pretty sure I would just live in it. I don't think I would leave. Like, it would just be like, I would never see the outside world. I would just live my happiest introvert life of just never seeing people. This bathroom turned out a little bit bigger than I wanted to, which is why you see this whole separate area for a toilet. It was just a little bit bigger. And this here is also like my dream, like a separate area in my bathroom just to do my makeup. Because like right now where I live in my house with my bathroom, then my makeup's on the counter and it's never organized and it's always all over the place. So this is just a room. I made it into like a wine cellar with my favorite shiny floors. So shiny. I just thought it looked pretty cool. Oh, and a little transition here because I ended up reshooting some of this because it turned out pretty terrible. I don't know what happened. I do add a picture to that wall because I'm like, oh, that wall is blank. I should probably put something there. I do love that elephant painting. I love all the cultural paintings that came with City Living. So good. And then we're going to go upstairs here and upstairs to the kids' room, kids' area, like play general area. I do put railings on the stairs, don't you worry. I'm safety first, kids. I wouldn't give you stairs without railings. So this is like the kid hangout. Upstairs is really for the kids. I like to do separate areas for kids. I don't know. I don't like putting a bunch of kid stuff into the... I've said kids like 8 times in that sentence. I don't like putting stuff for kids down in the living room just because I feel like living rooms... I didn't really do a family room. I guess the upstairs is more of a family room. So I would also take this bedroom. If I was a teenager and I had this bedroom with a fireplace, I would be set, man. I would also never leave. I mean, I didn't have this bedroom and I never left my bedroom. So really, I just never leave my house. It's like, I go to college and I go to work, and that's enough stimulants for me. So, and here's the boys' room. I like the way the younger kids' rooms turn out. It's very colorful. Here's the Brenda and Brendan Walsh bathroom, which is just, again, a shared bathroom. And then the girls' bedroom, which is slightly bigger than the boys, because girls always get the bigger bedrooms, right? Really like the way that this turned out. All the pictures tend to go a little overboard. And then we go, we go downstairs and outside, I believe. Look at me, look at these camera angles, guys. I'm turning into a pro. I definitely didn't YouTube how to do camera angles. So we are going into the backyard here, and it's just simple because I suck at backyards and I don't think I'll ever get better. But it's just like a pool and a basketball court, and I'm just terrible at it. And I'm pretty sure I put the fireplace under the tree, which is a fire hazard, but burn your house down. I mean, it's Sims physics, so you're not going to. So that's all that I have for you today. If you enjoyed it, please click that subscribe button or that like button and leave me a comment on what you want me to do next. Thanks, guys!